we talked before the game about the importance of like sticking together as a team, no matter what, and the importance of being able to look each other in the eye at the end of the game and say, I give it everything I've got for my teammates. And in a season that we've had ups and downs, and it's been relatively difficult. That's probably one of the best performances I've ever seen as a coach for any one of the teams I've coached before. The character, desire, on our day, I keep saying it, on our day when we come to play, we're as good as anybody. And then when we don't come to play, we struggle as well. But that was so proud of the girls, so proud of the effort, so proud of the team, start to finish. I was devastated with that call when they called the goal back and then sent the player off. That was a tough one to swallow. But wow, credit to the players for the character they showed. They were unbelievable tonight. And saying to them before the game, for these two young ladies, that was their last ever night game on Morrison. So something for them to be proud of tonight and remember as well.
Questions?
Yeah, I mean, going a woman down at 0-0 and then just dominating the match seems like a really, really hard thing to do, especially for a team that organizationally is kind of, that's been the Achilles heel kind of at times this season. How did you guys organize the level you did and dominate that match the way you did, despite going to the other match?
Yeah, honestly, we're used to it, I feel like, because at practice, Jimmy will have us play against 12 players on the field anyways. So we're used to playing a man down, especially under pressure. He'll give us different scenarios, circumstances that we need to play. And so, I don't know, I had all the confidence that we would be fine. Just strategically, we had to play it smart. Knew we needed to get a couple more goals, and then, yeah.
Just how big was this one for you guys, considering the shortening of the biggest tournament and kind of the season kind of coming to an end?
Yeah, that was big tonight. That was big tonight because it puts us. A lot of results went our way tonight as well. So we control our own destiny right now, and that's what you want to be in control of. We don't want to be relying on all the other results right now. So it makes Saturday's game now a really big one for us. It's going to be tough to go to Butler. But they've got to turn around and fly back from New York tonight. So it's Saturday games when you both play 2 games a week are hard. And it'll come down to great determination, organisation, and set pieces, but it puts us in a great position now with 2 games to go and everything to fight for. So couldn't be more proud of that, and that's where we want to be, and that's what we talked about tonight, and it makes it an exciting last week of the season.
All right, with the Jalen's play to set up the first goal that eventually got taken away, what did you guys say to each other after she got sent off to kind of get right back on the ball and put it back in the net?
We honestly didn't say like much to each other. We were kind of like surprised, but we knew that regardless we needed to win. Like it didn't matter if we were like a man down, the mentality was the same. So we kind of like, for me personally, I was like, this goal got taken off, I have to get the next one, and it doesn't matter if you're like down 1 man. So for me, I want to say it didn't change anything because the outcome is the same. You have to win, and it doesn't matter what the situation is.
What do you make of, like I asked Abigail, organizing this kind of been a roller coaster ride of this group, to do it 10-11 in a must-win situation for as long as you did and dominate statistically the way you did. How do you think that happened?
I haven't got a clue, to be fair. I'm just trying to scratch my head and just say, well, I think, it's really tough. We went and played Duke earlier in the year, and we sat behind the ball, and we were very organised and made it really difficult, and we don't do that normally. So we'd actually experienced doing that earlier in the season. Unfortunately, after we got players sent off, we scored pretty quickly and then got that consolation. So it's like for us at half time, we've talked about no risk, sit back behind the ball, we need one to stay high, really make it compact in midfield, because it's really tough on the women's side to break teams down when you've got so many numbers in the defensive third of the field. It's really tough to break down, and the girls absolutely played it perfectly today. It was brilliant to see, but yeah, it baffles me that how we can have struggles against teams and then we can do that tonight. But it just shows you what you're capable of if your mindset's right.
Just in terms of what he's saying there, in terms of what you guys showed you're capable of, obviously you'll be out Jalen if you guys appeal to win it, but you'll still have 11-11 and start the match against Butler. Is there anything you guys can take from the night in terms of confidence or belief in how well you can play when you're organized, I guess.
Yeah, I think just today shows that if we really show up, all of us on the same page, same energy, we can do anything. I think we'll have 11 on the field Saturday, so there's no doubt in my mind that we can get the job done and win against Butler. So.
Tori and Brent just both had beautiful goals today. Having really seen them kind of grow and feel a lot more comfortable settling into this new system, and especially Tori now has 2 goals on the season in her career, and Brent also has 2 as well this season. So having really seen them step up and also especially kind of gain momentum heading into the end of the season.
Yeah. I mean, Bryn needed that tonight, and hopefully that kickstarts her now because she's such a talented player. And I've known Bryn since she was a young girl too, so she was in Ohio with me. So I know I've seen her do that so many times, and I just wish she's made the transition from the MAC to the Big East, which is a little bit of a higher level, and she's capable of doing it. She's capable of doing that weekend. Such a talented kid. And then Tori's been a great addition. I'm not sure she loves playing centre back, but she did a job for the team tonight because she's been on fire in midfield. But with the injury to Sav, I had to kind of put her back there. But she was brilliant tonight as well. But not just that. It was, those two, made big plays. But this one here, she's on 7 goals now.
Yeah.
I've told her though to be elite, she's got to get 10. So 3 more, right? And then, the forwards get a lot of the credit when you're scoring goals, but players like Abby tonight and did a job for the team. And the unsung heroes, they don't get a lot of credit. Don't get a lot of credit. Zala getting the shutout, she needed that for confidence. Ella Offer is just a warrior for us all the time. Olivia Sides has played every minute, I think, as a freshman. Jess picked it up tonight as well. So all round, even Ali Williams coming off the bench tonight has to do a job for 10-15 minutes for us, and every one of them did that. And I challenged them yesterday. I said, look, who's got the stomach for the fight the rest of the season? That's what it's going to come down to. And they showed me a lot tonight. So,
just specifically about the response, because soccer's has the ability to be a really cool game. I know you know that. Everybody getting a goal taken away, having a player sent off in the same kind of sequence at 0-0 in a must-win match can go really badly really quickly. How impressed are you that it did not?
absolutely brilliant. Even security, the police officer, the sheriff was amazed at my composure at that moment with the player getting sent off. But it just, through the whole team, every one of them tonight kept their composure, really dialed into the details. It was going to be a tough task. But if that doesn't give them a lift to want to now go in and compete in that conference tournament and be ready for Saturday, I don't know how much more they can do, because if I'm them now, I'm ready to take on the world after that. That's what I'd want to do, and I hope they feel the same confidence of that I felt tonight.
I know you can't give her minutes back tonight, but is there an appeal process you can go through to possibly get Jalen available for Saturday?
Yeah, we'll do everything we can. I don't know if they'll overturn it, but what the good news that does come out of it is normally in those cases you might get a 2-game. She's only getting a 1 game, so they won't put it down to violent conduct. So that's at least a positive that comes out of it. I found that tough. I did. I mean, I've got to be honest. I've seen a lot worse that doesn't go punished, but that was unlucky for me tonight. Unlucky for them. So I was disappointed the goal didn't count. But, I don't know. Maybe I've got to go back and look at